After 2 years in the boatyard rescuing this boat from a watery grave, we've made it from the lakes of the Netherlands to the Atlantic. We're now on the doorstep of the notorious Bay of Biscay. But it's getting a little bit late in the season, so the windows for crossing are fewer and far between. So we're making use of the time and getting the boat ready. We're doing a lot of sailing, a lot of little jobs, and enjoying the boat life, but not before rounding the equally notorious Canal de Four. But first, but first,
so we're buying oysters direct from the supplier. We got 3 kilos of oysters for 20 euros. That's just ridiculous. When we went the other day, we found 6 or 7, and then we were trying for another 2 hours and we got none. So we got to get some more.
Chilly. Oh yeah, he is. He speaks quite good English.
He does. Elliot. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet
Thanks
you.
for all the advice.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, great. And thanks again for the oysters.
No, thanks for the beers.
Brilliant.
So we learnt a lot from our English neighbours, Gary and Penny, teaching me about how to tension the rig properly. We're going to attempt the Canal de Four today. So we have light northerlies up to 14 knots, and we have a bit of a long swell outside of the entrance to the harbour, but it should be turning to our backs as we turn down into the Canal de Four. We've got a couple of options. If we get through there quite fast, we can make more progress south. If not, we'll just tuck in under the headland to our plan B spot. We might need to rely on the motors if the tide's pushing us too fast for the wind behind us to sort of make the sails flap. If we have to motor, we have to motor, but I think we should be all right. Flipping heck. We motored the whole way through the Canal de Four. We had a tiny bit of wind behind us. At one point we were doing 9 knots or something ridiculous. Yeah, I just wanted to get clear. We're clear of sort of the end point now, and the wind, it's a little bit stronger out here, and we're just riding the wind probably into the night, into a sheltered anchorage. The engines, they were just, I don't know, they're just working so well. Obviously I don't want to rely on them. Sound like a broken record, but now we're past the point. We've just got like a good 10 knots of wind, and the currents after here are just pretty much non-existent to around a knot or something. So there's only one more tidal gate to get into the Bay of Biscay, and then it's sort of less currents and can sort of start to, well, yeah, I don't know. My mind is fried. We're through the Canal de Four. The forecast said something like 6 knots up to 14 knots gusting. I always take the gusting knots as the forecast, so I was thinking there was going to be enough wind. Obviously it blew the 6 knots instead of the 14 until we got out of the channel, and we had about 10 knots and we sailed here, and it was absolutely beautiful. The swells were actually bigger than the trip that we took from Ile de Bats. They were taller, but they were almost double in length. You would dip down under the wave and you wouldn't be be able to see the land, and then you'd come back up and boats would disappear under the waves. Because it was so long, the engines were absolutely fine. I don't think they dipped in and out once. But the next little trip we're going to take is just around the corner to a place called Morgat. It's going to be a little bit more sheltered than this Anchorage, which is absolutely beautiful. I will probably wait for my parents there. We're almost free from tidal gates, but this next sail is going to be perfect because nothing to worry about. Every sail that I've had so far this season, there's been one, like in a video game, a boss level, there's always been one big thing to really take care with, whether it's like a tidal gate, strong winds, strong tides. It feels so nice to be sailing and not have a perilous tidal stream or anything like that. And we're tacking up out of the Anchorage. Perfect weather, 13 knots of wind. I don't know if it's dolphins or tuna or both.
Oh yeah, oh then, oh yeah.
Alright, so we made it to Morgat. We just tacked the whole way. If we'd have just motored out at first and just gone on one tack, we could have got here much faster, but much better to sail when you can. I say that, but we motored through the Chanel de Four. So Elliot left. He was here for a good 3-4 weeks, considering he had no experience. I think we did pretty well. Yeah, he was such an amazing lad, Elliot. We had such a good time. We spent a lot of time, obviously, while we were waiting for the wind, in all the bars and chasing girls, which wasn't too successful, unfortunately. The good news is my parents are coming in a couple of hours. I found them some free parking. We're going to have a little bit of a holiday. They're here for a week and we're going to be sailing around the bay. It's going to be amazing to have them on mahi in the sea. So there's going to be a lot of fishing, a lot of little jobs as well that we have lined up, so I'm looking forward to that. Really looking forward to seeing them in sunny and cloudy Brittany. We'll put the mainsail up first. I'll let you do it. Welcome back.
And we're so excited now.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's wonderful.
We were just about ready to leave and then one of the engines conked out and it was just the carburetor float that was stuck, so it's fine now. Anyway, this Anchorage is it's a little bit rolly now and it's gonna be really rolly and a little bit uncomfortable tomorrow, so we're gonna move across the bay to get some shelter.
Take the bridle off and pull the anchor slowly.
It's definitely off the ground now anyway.
Slowly pulling up.
Alright Dad, I'll let you come take the helm.
Right.
Just go left and right.
Alright, yeah. So there's a lobster pot there.
I will miss it, I reckon. It's really slow to tack. Yeah.
All that handle.
I'll get it. Hold it as tight as possible. We're in irons. Like we didn't get the spin. Hopefully that's gonna just push the bow out.
Alright, the wind.
And we'll just keep going on the same tack we were off before. Nice try.
What were you trying to do then?
To go that way so we can go back because that boat was in the way. I know how to sail, I've got Ellie Hansen.
Feeding the old folks, isn't it? Old people.
sail today was really good. We had 20 knots of wind. Yeah, the wind was offshore, so not too wavy. Yeah, we arrived here in the Anchorage and we've been fishing for the last 4 hours. And finally, we got we got 3 fish. One nice little mackerel and a couple of horse mackerel, Atlantic horse mackerel, which is a fish that I've never seen before. So I'm gonna gut these now and we'll probably just fry them. Really happy with this new species added to the list.
Right.
Got you with your curler and
You better not use that. I'm telling you now. If you use that, you won't get any Christmas presents.
how was Douarnenez?
Oh, it's been lovely. Yeah, it's a really cute town. It reminds me a bit of Brixham.
Oh, cheers. What a legend.
Thanks, Steve. Thank you.
And what we're doing today?
We're going back to Morgat. I think in this wind we're going to fly.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Love sailing. Love it. Love it. I'm just sitting there watching you two work. I'm going to do it this length first before we...
Told Mum to make me look like Kurt Cobain.
How's that? Oh, look at that. That's really bleached. The sun's
Bleached blonde.
it.
Will you do the honours? Open up. I don't know what it could be. Right, tell me, what have we got here?
Right, I've picked a selection for you. I've got various fragrances, fresh linen, baby powder. This is Invictus.
Is that not copyright?
Did they call it a dupe of the aftershave? And I thought that'd be nice for when the ladies call.
So I probably won't be using that much.
Oh, there's sweater weather.
I can smell it from here.
Can you? But that seems to be popular with the men. Did you know that a lot of men buy my candles?
Yeah.
Because the wives have bought them first. That's a true story.
Really?
Yeah. Here you've got rose blossom, lemon eucalyptus. That's good for. Oh, that's strong.
Well,
can you smell it?
Yeah.
That's for mosquitoes and bugs and stuff.
Tell us about the Australian sandalwood.
Oh, do you know? That's naughty. Did you know Australian sandalwood is a natural aphrodisiac? And they're going well.
Yeah. You've got a lot of different fragrances. So tell me, why should they buy your candles?
I started making them. I just got sick of spending money, a lot of money, on scented candles and couldn't smell them. So I looked into it, did all my research. It was when I was sort of struggling with my back and I couldn't do much. I now load them with fragrance oils, and I do buy top quality because I just would rather make a product that people are happy with, and they seem to be. I use pure soy wax. I use that for my melts, my wax melts, rapeseed and coconut wax for my candles. And also people say in the morning the house smells beautiful. That's sort of like 8-10 hours after they've blown them out.
Right. How can people buy these candles?
Well, oh, that's a nice one. sea breeze. Through my Facebook page, Art and Craft by Mary F.
There'll be a link in the description to the video,
Yeah.
or you can just search on Facebook Art and Craft by Mary F.
Thank you to everyone who's supported me. I've had so much support from your subscribers, friends and family. I feel like I've made some really nice friends. I'm just so grateful.
The Naughty Necked autopilot, it's been really good. It's continuously in development, so we've got some beefier mounting brackets. I did have a problem where the end cap popped off, but it was just because of bad alignment and not tightening the grub screw properly. But Peter's made it stronger anyway, so we're replacing that. When we put it on now, we're going to get the alignment properly. Dad will use his engineering abilities to get it right. This autopilot has just been probably one of the most important things that I've had on board. It just means that you can do things while the boat's sailing herself, and you can get a bit of rest and stuff. So yeah, really happy that it's got to this stage where, you know, it's really working really well. So check out the link in the description to the Naughty Necked website, where you can use the code Wildling10 to get 10% off the whole site. So these autopilots are incredibly versatile. You can attach all sorts of types of motors. You can attach your NMEA, and there's just loads more features which I'm not even using. Check it out, it could be a good solution for you. It's a lot more affordable than the sort of big name brands, but it's way more customizable. I will be continuing to test and enjoy this one. A few people have commented that I should have fuel water separator filters on the and it's always worried me a little bit, because yeah, what if there is water getting into the fuel tank, and that would be pretty bad. And so Dad's brought a couple. We did Google it, and the sort of general consensus is with these sort of removable tanks, you don't really need them. Apparently the fumes that the petrol gives off will sort of displace any moisture, and if you keep them topped up, they should be alright. We'll give it a try. The fittings are perhaps a little bit too small.
The hole's a little bit, the diameter is a bit smaller, so I don't know about, it might restrict it, but the pipes goes on alright, so it might be worth trying it, really.
Yeah.
See, that shouldn't really fill with fuel, really. It should be water, shouldn't it? But because we're kind of pulling it through, I think it's probably more for diesel.
Yeah. We're thinking that these are actually for diesel, yeah, so diesel heaters and stuff. So there is an official Yamaha one, which we might get down the line, but yeah, it's a nice little try, but we're going to put it back. Your trip is coming to an end.
Oh, gutted.
It's all gone too quickly, really, hasn't it? But we'll be back.
So my parents have gone. We had a great week. It was very, very relaxing, and they felt really bad because while they were here we had a really good window to make some good progress in the Bay of Biscay. However, I do feel a little bit unprepared. The weather now, there's no northerly winds which would take us south. I've got windy premium, and you can see 2 weeks of weather forecast. There's nothing for 2 weeks. And also there's the tail end of a hurricane which passed through North America, or the North American coast, which is heading this way, so there's going to be some very, very heavy weather, but it's not a problem because we have a lot of time. I've got a new crew member, Ed. He's come from the UK. Like I said, I don't feel that prepared, but we can get prepared. When I was in Labarack, we met Jerry and Penny, and he told me a little bit of advice about how to tension the rigging, which entails putting a bit of pre-bend, which we will in the mast, and really tightening everything up. So we're going to have a bash at that. We've also got a light wind sail which doesn't have the Dyneema hanks, so we can make soft shackle hanks so that we have better light wind options. It's not quite a spinnaker, but there's loads of stuff that we can be getting on with, getting prepared. So we managed to get 17 soft shackle hanks made in a super quick time. We had a good production line. Ed made most of the soft shackle and I was just tying the diamond knot at the end, which is the fiddly part, because with them being hanks they all need to be the exact same size. It's actually called a drifter, this sail. We're going to put it up now, then it's going to be easier to fold as well and we can just get a good idea of how it looks. So we've just waited for everything to calm down in the anchorage so that there's not too much movement in the boat, because we're going to pretty much re-tension the whole rig, because the mast is actually bending back a little bit too far and it's bending back on its mast foot as well, a couple of extra degrees. We're going to try and move the whole mast forward, so we need to essentially shorten the forestay, and then what we're going to do is put some pre-bend in the mast. So it's probably best I just draw it out, it's probably easier to explain. We've got the forestay attached, and when we tighten the backstay and we get really good tension on it, it should push the mast down and also put a bit of a bend in it. That's terrible. But you get the idea. That means we can tighten the cap shrouds, which come a little bit aft, and then using the aft intermediate stays, we pull this bend back, which forces the mast up, which gets more tension on the forestay and backstay and more tension all around, and then we just tighten up all the other stays. I hope that makes sense. But it's good having Ed here. He has a Tiki 21, so he already knows all the knots. So we need to relieve as much pressure pulling the mast back, so that includes sort of dropping the boom. We won't take it off, but we'll try and rest it. We're taking off any kind of stay which is holding the mast back, then hopefully we can just tilt the mast forward. It's always a nerve-wracking job. Everything is really loose. Well, the backstay is quite tight. That has pulled it forward a little bit, so I'll loosen it up a bit. Yeah, it's sort of, now the whole mast is moving forward, which is good, because we got a good, nice, loose forestay, which we can definitely get tighter. Insurance ropes on the side as well. Is that going to be easy to tie, or?
I think so.
Yeah. Alright, I think the backstay is very tight. In theory, we should have a bit of pre-bend in the mast, so we can tighten the cap shrouds very tight, then we can relieve the tension on the backstay, and that should give good cap shroud tension. And then when we tighten the intermediate shrouds, pulling the bend out of the mast, that should make it very tight, because pulling the bend out pushes the top of the mast up, tightening everything. We've got a bit of a fore and aft bend. Not a lot. I would think you'd want more, I don't know, but that's what we've got. We've tightened the starboard side cap shroud, as you can see, by the bend to the starboard side. The port side has a little bollard there, so we're going to winch it tight, get the mast straight, and get this one nice and tight. Presume that's tightened up a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Nice and tight.
Yeah, look how much I can bend the mast.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Does it go straight?
Whoa! It goes more than straight.
This is just like 1-to-1, isn't it? So.
Yeah. This is the wood that we've been using.
Jammed or something, I can't pull it through. Oh, it's the next one.
That's still proper tight. I don't know what it looks like on the mast. Now the idea is these intermediate shrouds should take the bend out or tighten up even further the cap shrouds. done a really good job. These stays, especially the cap shrouds, are proper tight, tighter than they've ever been. In fact, a lot of the stays are tighter than they've ever been, so we've done a good job. We want to test it out though, so we've got a nice steady 15 knots of wind. We're going to head out. We'll go to that nice anchorage that I was with my parents, and we'll do some tacking. We might also fly the Yankee to get even more tension. We'll just see how much the mast bends when we put it up. I hate it when it bends. It still bends. I need a diamond stay, or yeah, the problem is my intermediate shrouds are just too low down the mast. It just makes the top half bend, but we'll see today.
Grab that sheet. Just tighten it. Get it as tight as you can.
It's quite light winds though, to be fair, but it doesn't look like the mast is bending at all, which is good. What do you reckon? There's a bit, I don't know, a tiny bit, but I think when you're looking down from the bottom it looks more anyway. Oh, very good. Wind's picking up and we are getting a bit of bend, but nothing like what we've had before, and I usually wouldn't really fly it in this wind.
You probably have an extra knot for those being undone.
Oh yeah, true.
Did I put some more, make sure there's a lot of force on the mast, yeah? A little more downwind?
Yeah, a little.
Ooh, that's the deal, eh? Feels very stable.
Got two strangers on board. Just by chance, these guys saw us in the Anchorage. We were friends from back in Amsterdam. They were also own a Narrai, and they saw us in the Anchorage. Said, let's go sailing. We're on the other tack now, and we're gonna tighten up the other side. There is bend in the mast, but it's a lot less, and it's sort of the whole mast is bending. It's not just bending from the joint.
Yeah. Very, very nice. I've broken my pants. Let's kill some animals.
Said the vegetarian.
I'm quite ashamed that I really like this. Okay. I have so many anchors, I should have brought you one.
Yeah, let's put the anchor.
Okay, so today we are going to explore the underwater world.
So we've got a chunky wrasse. I've never had wrasse before. A mullet, and Ed shot a sardine. Well done, Ed. Yeah.
I think with the middle spear you did it. Delicatesse.
Oka's brother came and we ate the fish. It was really good actually. So wrasse and mullet, people don't usually eat them. They tasted really good. Anyway, now is the after effects swell of a huge hurricane. I don't know the name of it, coming from the States. And an old salty sea dog told us today, he said, you need to anchor further out because the swells are going to be 2 meters. We should be okay here, but Oka's dropping his brother off and you can just hear the waves breaking on the beach. This is going to be very intense for them. Yeah. Yeah, they made it. How was it?
Hello, it was great. There was some fish. It was so hyped by our lights that it jumped all around the boat, and at some point it like bang!
Really?
It hit the boat really hard.
How was the surf on the beach?
Yeah, it was amazing. We went in between some waves and only got half wet.
Yeah.
The guys jumped in their underwear.
This storm that is rolling in and these swells, they get pretty wild. So in the next episode, we'll be dealing with those swells. We're just in the absolute wrong place at the wrong time. The autumnal weather is hitting us. It's been really rough this last week. I'm recording this pretty soon after those swells, and yeah, there's just storm after storm coming in over the next week as well, so we're just going to be battling with that. It's just rainy and horrible today. Luckily we have a bit of sun, but yeah, just praying that these sort of storms and these low pressures will pass through and that we'll get a good 4 or 5 day window, or 3 or 4 day window to get down to Spain where it's hopefully warmer. If there is no sort of 4 day window, I would like 4 days. Can do it in 3 really, but would like a little safety net of 4 days to get across. If there isn't, then again we'll be bumbling down the coast to sort of La Rochelle and then crossing over. But yeah, we're just at the whim of the weather. When the weather is like this, it's just been rainy and it's just really exhausting. Yeah, just hoping that the weather's gonna turn good and we can make that progress south. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. So you've got Mum's candles, it'll take you to her Facebook page. I burn them very regularly and they do really make the place smell, because obviously when everything's all closed up and when it's all wet, things get a bit stinky, you don't get a good airflow. So lighting a candle, it definitely helps. And you've also got the Naughty Necked autopilot link in the description. So I'm really happy that I've been able to test the autopilot in some pretty challenging seas and it's handled it very well. So I'm really happy because we were doing a few prototypes over the last year or two, and I'm just happy that it really works, and it's a really good alternative to the sort of expensive big name brands. And also Ed, I mentioned briefly, he's got a Tiki 21, but he also has a YouTube channel, so I've put a link in the description to his YouTube channel. Check out his videos, they're actually really good. Thank you so much for all your engagement. In the last video I was mentioning that the videos were not doing as well because of the sailing content as opposed to the rebuild content. You guys came through with loads of likes, loads of comments, and it helped me massively, so thank you so much. Of course I'm going to ask if you can help me again in that way, because it really does help. And yeah, just thank you so much. And an extra special thank you, especially in these times of lower views, my patrons, PayPalers, coffee givers, super thanksers on YouTube. Thank you so much. You're helping me to keep the dream alive, genuinely, so thank you very much. In the next episode, hopefully there's going to be more progress. Looks like the next week, the next 10 days are just really bad, so surely after that there's got to be some nice northerlies taking me down. Just have to stay patient. But thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.